Today I want to take a look at PowerShell PnP for end users and how to populate the left navigation bar. So here we are logged into a basic modern team site, and we are logged in as a basic user. In fact, if I come over here to PowerShell and I try to run as admin, it won't let me. It prompts for an admin credential. However, if I come up and open the console, then I can come in and do things like install module PnP.PowerShell, and I can actually scope it for current user. Now, if I don't have that, it may want admin rights to load it for the whole machine and it might fail. By adding scope current user, we're adding it to the current user's profile. We need no special privileges, no local admin. This is something any basic end user can run. In addition to scope current user, we're going to add the parameter maximum version 1.12 because that gives compatibility to PowerShell 5.1, the version that we're running on this machine. We'll see the progress bar as it downloads to the current user's profile, and you can see this is going to the app data folder. So the current user's app data folder is where this will install. No machine admin rights are needed. With the module now installed, we want to go ahead and do import module. So import module, pnp.powershell, that'll bring the commands in to be available. So number one, install to download them. Number two, import so they're available. Here we're going to do get command co pnp. What commands do we have regarding pnp? There's one very special command for connect pnp online. This is how we're going to establish our connection into the site. We'll take the URL of the site, bring it, paste it over, do -use web login. That invokes a browser pop-up window where we can authenticate to our site. Here we get a pop-up window. We put in our username and password, and I'll go ahead and say yes to stay signed in. That browser pop-up window created a session, and we can validate that with get pnp web. That will show where we're connected. Two things to note. Number one, we have no admin rights to the PC. Number two, we have no tenant admin rights. This is something any basic end user can run. So we've connected into a site, we have a connection with PnP, and now you can do really cool automation stuff like get PnP list. And there's all the different lists that are available. Get PnP folder, get PnP file, get PnP web. There's so many different commands. I mean, just doing get star PnP and learn about all the different ones, views, web parts, wiki content, themes, time zones, like all of this different stuff is available to us and we have a connection into the site. So it's definitely something to explore. There's a lot of potential use cases. The one that I want to look at today is with navigation to the one I want to look at today is with the left navigation bar, and that's going to be part of our PnP web. So we'll go ahead and do get PnP web, and we'll echo back $web to make sure it has a value. And from there, we want to get the navigation nodes. So I'm going to do nav, yes, and we're going to do get navigation node and just look at what the output is. So right here, we can tell from our read-only get command what the left navigation looks like for the site. And we have a couple different things, site contents, pages, home, conversations, all of the defaults really. And it shows you the URL for where those are going to. So if you wanted to do something like add 10 different links to the left navigation bar, we could absolutely do that. I1.10 will create an array from 1 to 10. And if you took something like that and you piped it into the add PnP navigation node, then we could feed it in a location. In this case, it's going to be the quick launch on the left. We could give it a title like test $X. And in our case, we're going to define $X equal to the current token of the loop. And then we'll also want to give it a URL. And in this case, we'll just send it out to google.com, close things up, and we'll echo $X as it makes its way through the loop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Test 1 through 10. So what we just did was execute, add 10 different things to the left side quick launch bar. Whoa, super cool. There it is. So we are now able to modify the quick launch bar and add a whole bunch of links using programming code. We have no admin rights to the PC. We have no admin rights to the site. we do have enough rights to change the navigation bar. So we're members on this site. We're able to contribute content. We can use automation. So PnP PowerShell is not just for admins. Automation can be used by end users. And as end users explore what's available with PnP, I think they'll find it's not as hard to use as you think. You can run a few searches on blogs, discussion boards, or even just reading the help, right? To get the help on a command, just type MAN. That's how you get the manual. And then put in the name of the command. You say, I want to add a navigation node. Okay, cool. There's a command for it, and it describes all the different parameters. To take it one level further, do dash examples. And then that's going to give you something tangible. And most of us learn by doing, so having a few examples is really helpful. So here for adding the navigation node, you can see that they've got some Contoso examples, quick launch, URL, title. That's a really good match for what I wanted to do here with adding 10 different test links. So in running PnP as an end user, you want to learn the commands, learn about automation, and use it as a way to be faster than point and click, to have better quality than point and click. PowerShell is not just for admins, end users can connect also, and the thing to remember on that is going to be the scope current user. When you install the module, you want to use scope current user. And in this particular example, I used maximum version 1.12 to get the compatibility with PowerShell 5 for the host. But remember scope current user, and you can run PowerShell PnP with no special admin rights needed. Thanks for watching.